mid-court, launching, it's there!
Marbury with 3, with 2, leans in off balance, he hits!
Goes behind the back, inside.
Oh! Oh, baby, what a...
Minnesota 8 of 14, the Nets are 6 of 17. How about the pass by straight shot, Williams for the bucket.
Oh, look at this.
Comes up with a steal, fires it up.
Go home.
Marbury on a crossover to the rim. Wild shot. Circus.
It's remaining. Marbury going down the other end. Marbury in for the layup. He puts it in. At the buzzer.
Suns enjoy saying that. No look dish. Marbury inside the paint. Oh, get away.
He missed. Robinson tips it. Marbury has it. Here's Marbury on the drive. Hangs it.
She got a thing for Chanel vintage that dropped before she could speak English. Do you love me and love seeking attention?
What's up, YouTube? It's Jordan back and ready to go over a big body banger. Today we're coming at you with an NBA 222 video. Now, first things first, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You're on the road to 4K. You know what I'm saying? I got it right today. All the other days I said road to 3K, but you know what I mean? We on road to 4K. I appreciate y'all for subbing up, commenting, liking, all that good stuff. You know, y'all mean a lot to me. Y'all 3,030 of y'all now. It might be 3,040, but you know, keep on subbing up. Keep doing what you gotta do. Road to 4K. We're gonna hit it faster than we hit 3K. That's all I'm gonna say. And like, you know, every day is like amazing that I build up this community that, you know, rocks with me. But today I am the build Dylan. I'm gonna come at y'all with this Stephon Marbury build video. Yes, sir. This was requested in the comments a lot. I saw it a lot. So best believe that I'm doing it now. You know, current gen Stephon Marbury definitely was amazing in his prime. You know, obviously never had that spark to like win a championship or make a far playoff run, but he was definitely an amazing player, amazing playmaker for the teams that he was on, you know, like the Knicks, the Timberwolves, you know, the Suns. Like, he did what he had to do as a playmaking type of slashing type of build, plus, you know, his shooting just in general. He was definitely a highlight reel. But without further ado, let's get right into these pie charts. So as you see, I went with the pure playmaking pie chart, you know, because I feel like that is what really encapsulates, you know, Stephon Marbury's skills and as a whole. It's not like he can do one thing better than everything else, except for playmake better than everything else. But with that comes, you know, like finishing, scoring, you know, a little bit of defense, stuff like that. And for the physical profile, I went with the pure agility one, you know, the purple one, because obviously it's going to be a 6'3" guard build. We don't need him to, you know, like be crazily athletic or anything, and it's a point guard, so you'll be okay. But yeah, so as I was saying, with the playmaking pie chart, it is definitely an underrated pie chart, because look at the attributes. Look at this. So playmaking pie chart, off rip, you get an 82 mid-range, a 74 three-pointer, you get an 88 driving layup, and a 95 ball handling with the playmaking pie chart. So I want you to keep all that in mind. That's basically like having a playmaking and slashing pie chart, with especially with that driving layup, but then being able to shoot. You know, like obviously with a point guard build like of Stephon Marbury, you're not worried about contact dunks and stuff like that. So basically the only slashing that you're worried about is finishing that lay, and you're trying to finish that lay over taller defenders. You know, you're a short guard, so with that 88 driving layup, you finishing that lay. Now body shape, obviously go that define. You need a little bit of veins in you, you know what I mean? You got 6'3" height, just keep it regular. You want the weight to drop down just to 191, so you can get that 95 acceleration. And then you want to put your wingspan up just a little bit, just so that, you know, your shooting's going to go down a little bit, but it's not going to be drastic. So you want it to be 82.2, just so you can have better defense and as a whole. And for your takeover, I would either go with the slashing or the playmaking. And you see I end up going with the playmaking takeover. And the shades up is pretty accurate, you know. Like obviously I wouldn't expect 2K to have a Stephon Marbury shades of, but they have Isaiah Thomas in it, you know, and it's not the small Isaiah Thomas, it's the Pistons Isaiah Thomas, which is a really great comparison. You know, Darius Garland, another great comparison. Jamal Murray's a little iffy, but I can see it, but not really. But as you see right here, the badge spread is crazy. That's what I was talking about. You get 15 shooting, 8 finishing, 30 playmaking, and then 3 defensive badges, which is like 30 plus 15 plus 8. That's 52 plus, you get like 55 badges with this build. And that is a lot for a point guard build. So, I mean, that just means that is diverse. You can literally do everything with this build. You can score from all spots on the build. Obviously, you're not going to be a post scorer with this build, but it's a playmaking type of build. So your speed boost and your quick first step, like you're going to be able to finish that leg, get past defenders crazily. Now, Stephon Marbury in general, so as I was saying earlier, he was definitely an amazing player, definitely a highlight reel type of player. I think his biggest problem though was that it was like he had to be the #1 option. It was like the Russell Westbrook problem, where Russell Westbrook has to be the #1 option for his team to be winning. But because of that, he won't really go to the finals or win a championship like that, unless he changes his play style. Like the rare case that we saw was at the Thunder, but that took like years, of them playing together. And even that first time they got gentlemen swept. I think it was like 4-1 the series, and then when they almost went back, they lost to the Warriors. Blew a 3-1 lead. And I made this comparison yesterday for Allen Iverson's build, like why he couldn't win a championship. And it's because some players just can't really fit in a championship type of system, unless they change the way that they play. And with Stephon Marbury, he was definitely a scoring heavy type of player, but he was also a pass heavy type of player. But that just means that like, he needed the ball. He was an ISO player. He needed that ball. He couldn't move off ball like Curry could or whatever. But with that came some great basketball. We got some great plays, great moments out of him. He was definitely revolutionizing the game for a while in terms of like what a point guard looks like, how a point guard can be. He had the same New York swagger. Obviously Allen Iverson was from Philly, but he had that East Coast swag that he brought to the game, in terms of just dribbling, playmaking. I feel like most of his career he averaged like 20 plus points a game, 8+ assists. So, and then a steal a game, so he was doing what he had to do in terms of the basketball court. But, obviously the biggest goal is winning a championship and being like a good player on that championship team. Like, in my opinion, if you win a championship and you're just a role player, or just not even just a role player, like you don't play at all, like you're just a bench player, like I feel like it's not the same. It's not as impactful. You're kind of just there. It's like a participation trophy. Like I'm on the team, you know what I mean? So being the type of player that he was, an all-star caliber player, 2-time all-star caliber player, I think he was all-NBA 2 times. You expect to at least get a shot at the title, at least get into the finals once and have the chance to like be cemented in history, be cemented in history for your team, in the NBA, on the record books, as who won the championship that year. And, he couldn't finish that leg, with the teams that he was with. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. He brought some great basketball. He was an NBA player. He done made millions of dollars. He was doing what he had to do on that court, so it's not really his fault. But like, great player, definitely was an amazing playmaking type of player. And honestly, it's amazing that we have all these players that I can make all these builds on too. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video, y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. We are on the road to 4K. I'm out. Peace.